What up, people? It's your boy Chig. You are through to Chig Flicks. No, you are not seeing double. Yes, you should not be surprised. This is another review that I'm doing for you guys. And I decided today that I would do, and that is I'm going to review on a weekly basis the Line of Duty, the latest episode of the Line of Duty. Sorry, the latest season of the Line of Duty, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, is a BBC British crime drama show. Legitimately one of my favorite shows out there. Apologies now if you do hear the washing machine popping off in the background. Trying to do a load of laundry today. So one more run I'm going to do, which is probably going to piss my neighbor off downstairs, but fuck it, I don't care. Do me a favor, smash the likes on this video as you watch it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are well through 300 subscribers now, which is fantastic for the channel. Let's see if we can keep that number motoring along, because that would be great, especially if we can somehow get 1,000 before the end of the year. That would be really fantastic. So only you guys can help with that. Word of mouth, sharing the video around, and let's get this shit cracking. So like I said to you, for me, the reason I decided to start doing this was because I like The Line of Duty. It's one of my favorite TV series out there at the moment. I just love it. I love everything about it. I love the twists and turns. I've watched it since series 1. In fact, that's not strictly true. Technically, I caught it very, very late. I caught it as they were going into season 4, managed to rewatch everything, decided I absolutely loved it, and I've been a big fan of it ever since. And I love it. And obviously, if you're watching this review, I assume you love it as well. On Sunday was the first episode of the most recent series, starring Kelly MacDonald, who has been in a few different things, one of which being, I think she was in Trainspotting back in the day. And she's been in a few different TV shows that elude me in terms of my brain at the moment. I thought, first and foremost, let me say this, I thought she's fantastic as the police officer under suspicion. You know, I think sometimes you can play the police officer and sometimes you can overdo it. Like, for example, I liked last season's episode. I must admit, so I liked last season. I must admit, and I like Stephen Graham as an actor. I did not like Stephen Graham as the guy under suspicion. I thought he overdid it. I thought he I won't say overacted, but I just felt like he overplayed the role a little bit. Whereas I think with this particular performance from Kelly MacDonald, I thought she played the role brilliantly. She's a very subtle actress, which I like. She's very in control, very subtle, performs very well, almost like a little tight cocoon. Very small, petite woman. But I think she's a very, very good performer. What I liked about this is a continuation of season 6. Season 5. Season 5 exploded in a big, big way. And actually, it is clearly left the team of Kate and Ted and my man who I've forgotten the name of. It's left a scar on them. Where we catch them was obviously a couple of years later, and Kate has left AC-12. At first, we think it's as undercover because she's part of this brand new team, but nope, she has left AC-12 completely. Spoiler alert! Probably I should have said that. She's left AC-12 as a team, and it's clear that her and Ted did not leave in the best of circumstance. However, my man's name, I'm going to get the flipping name of him. I always forget his name. I don't know why I always forget his name. I remember his real name, and I always forget his actual name. Steve Arnott. Steve Arnott, yes. So Steve Arnott is still there, but even him himself, he's become very disgruntled. He's clearly at one point he even says in the episode that he's bored there and he's looking for other opportunities to leave. He's still a DS. He's not a DI or anything. So it's not like once Kate left, he became a DI. He's bored and he's looking for opportunities to leave. In terms of Ted himself, he obviously escaped the situation in last season barely with his role. But he did face disciplinary action. Obviously, subsequently, as a result of that, yeah, he escaped disciplinary action, but people clearly still think he's guilty. I think there's one point that he's left out of a social event, which he was wondering where his invitation was. Asked his boss, and his boss was like, listen, there was no mistake. You weren't invited to this. You should just keep your head down. There's a lot of people that think you shouldn't still be in your job. So just relax. So, I think everyone's a little bit disgruntled with AC12. They've got a new person in to replace Kate, one pretty mixed race or woman. We don't know a lot about her, but supposedly, according to Steve Arnott, she's very good. Steve is still hiding the pain from his what was it? I think it was season 4, where he was flipped over the stairs, and he has that bad back. So now he's proper become addicted to painkillers. Like he's buying painkillers from like 3 different chemists and stuff, just to make sure that he gets through a day. So there's lots of little subtle storylines happening. There seems to be a little bit of sexual tension. So also Kelly MacDonald's character, so she's a DCI. She's under suspicion at the moment because basically, just to explain what happened, they were on their way to a crime scene in armored vehicles. And they were traveling at a decent speed. And she literally went like this. She turned to the left, and then was like, turn around. To the driver was like, what? She was like, turn around. So they all literally had to turn down this next road, circle back, and they're all like plotted outside these 4 vehicles, unmarked vehicles, with police drivers. And basically, she's like looking at this van, this unassuming van that has 2 people inside it. And according to her, this was a getaway van. She was like, I know a getaway van when I see one. This van happened to be outside this Bookies, which I didn't even clock it was a Bookies until they parked outside this, until they like really focused in on this Bookies. So it was, the whole thing was real spooky. Turned out she was right. They managed to prevent this robbery from happening. They stopped this robbery from going down. But then subsequently, by the time they sorted that out, they had to carry on going to where they were going. And then they arrested a guy with Down syndrome. I don't know if it was the same guy from the previous seasons with, I don't know if it was the same guy. I couldn't remember if it was the same guy. But it was the same. It was a guy with Down syndrome who basically is a bit weird with his identity. Like he's not confirmed his identity one way or another. The whole thing just seems a bit suspect. They're trying to arrest him to see if he fits the description of a crime. So the whole thing seems, we're not really sure what's going down, but it seems a bit weird. Somebody made a complaint about her. It turns out that somebody used to be in a relationship with her or is mid-breakup with her. Turns out she's gay. Also turns out that she seems to have this sexual tension with Kate. So there's lots of little storylines going down here. That's what I love about Line of Duty. Line of Duty, you got to pay attention because there's lots of little storylines happening, and somehow all these little things will mean something to the overall story. That's what I love about Line of Duty. So Yeah, it was good though. I liked it. It was a very subtle opening episode. It wasn't its usual explosive. Bow! This is what's happening. Bow! This is the big reveal from the first episode. There wasn't really that. It was more kind of a very subtly paced thing, but you could tell that they're building towards something, which I quite liked. So let's see what happens. But I'm going to do this review literally every single week after Line of Duty. So do look out for it. But until then, let's see where we build to. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this and you want me to do this for any other TV series, let me know and I'll do that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy your evening. Peace.